What up, Earthlings? Zube here. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. So I've been thinking a lot, which is not that weird to me because I'm always thinking. But the sun right now and Mercury are going through my third house, which is about our thoughts and communication, kind of our day-to-day lives and all that. But anyways, so I was in the shower and I was thinking about my channel. And I was like, I feel like I'm stuck doing one thing, which is just the astrology, which I actually love doing. Um, but I realized that what I've been kind of afraid to do is actually do what I want to be doing here, which is to make it like a work in progress. So I love writing, I just have a big fucking like mouth. I'm an oversharer, I guess. But um like when I write, there's a rough draft and then you go like I edit it and I make it sound perfect. And in the past, the reason that writing has been kind of cool for me is because I can like tailor it, and not piss people off usually. um I don't really care about not pissing people off anymore, so it's not necessarily about that, but this is about me sharing what I don't feel like is a finished product. You know what I mean? And that's super awkward. And the reason that I was thinking about this is because while I was in the shower, I was contemplating it. And I remembered how I've watched YouTube videos of a painting being painted recently, actually, especially. For some reason, they keep popping up. So, and you see it and you're kind of like, what the fuck is that going to be? Or it all starts out like one color and then they just start doing this. And I'm like, how is this going to be what it says it's going to be at the end? And then it comes together, but you're seeing it in time lapse. So it obviously goes quicker and nobody is standing around watching the artist paint it one day at a time, however long it takes. Nobody's standing over my shoulder while I'm writing a blog post or something like, well, that sounds like shit. How could this ever be good? And YouTube is just a really like different modality for me. But my process right now and for the last little bit has been about being authentic. Um, and like naked keeps coming to mind. Not really naked, but like just me. So I'm going to be vulnerable and tell you that that's an awkward process for me to do on video. So there, I said it. And I don't know how to like title these things. I don't care who watches them. They're, oh my God, here's another thing that came to mind. I knew this would get going once I started. That's funny. But I read a book called Big Magic, and I can't remember who the author was, but she was talking about creativity. And she was like, when you create something, she was a writer, so it was about writing a story. But she's like, when you write a story, you create it for you. Because if you don't create it for you, it doesn't come across as authentic, right? And she said that it was weird for her at first because when she authored books, and I read it a couple of years ago, so I can't remember this exactly, but it might have even been she was talking to another, author or something, but who would run into people who had read her book and said, I got so much out of it, blah, 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 blah. And then whatever they got out of it, she was like, I felt like that had nothing to do with my book. Like, was it even my book? And she said, there's a process of letting go where you're writing it for you, but it's going to mean whatever it means to other people. right? And so that's kind of what this is. You know, when I do my daily messages, like the astrology, I get on a roll and I get in a zone and it just kind of goes. And sometimes afterwards I'll watch it and it's not really, because I guess sometimes I want to see like, well, how did that look? And I started to do that in the beginning, but I don't really care now. I don't watch everyone. Um, but sometimes I will, and I'll be like, oh wow, that astrology message is for me. Like, and that's what I'm going through with the process of doing them. You know, it's like doing something imperfectly so that people can see the process, and I have to give myself permission to like sound stupid, to say like a lot, to go um because that's my way, you know. Sometimes I watch the people who have who are are doing really cool creations, but they're more professional or whatever. I don't even think I would want to like be more professional. Um, anyway, that's a really long way of saying that I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say on here, and that's awkward for me. And if you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to be here. And if you do, that's cool too. I'm doing this for me, um, ultimately, and you as well. Thanks for being here if you got through all of that. So we have so I'm going to start only talking about astrology things that really speak to me or that I really want to share, because I got into my head that I had to do like a daily message, and I've got that out of my head now. So it's been very, very triggery, talking to other people. We've got the sun in good aspect to Neptune. So it's Neptune is about spirituality. It's also about escapism. But this is a good aspect. Like we might feel that like boundaries are a little more fluid, but not in a negative way. However, the sun is at 22 degrees today, and Pluto is at 25 degrees of Capricorn. The sun is in Cancer. So they're coming into an opposition. The sun is like your spirit, your heart, right? And, you know, Cancer is emotional. And Pluto is about your subconscious thoughts, right? And Capricorn is stoic. And it, structures, Capricorns are like, can be really authoritative and in charge. So it's like kind of this, we're gonna be shown subconscious thoughts, triggers that have to do with how we put on like a stony face in the world. You know what I mean? Like what we try to hide because we're afraid to be vulnerable. And that's kind of funny that I've literally, that wasn't even why I said what I said in the beginning, but it does line up. Um, so yeah, and the moon is in Virgo right now. So we're we want to serve other, you know, the moon in Virgo wants to serve others, feel emotionally like they are helpful. They want to take care of details, get things in order. um, so this could be a really productive time to work through subconscious thoughts and triggers if they're being shown to you. You know, be aware whenever, like if you get angry about something, go within and figure out why instead of snapping. And you can address it later, you know, if it's legit, which it might be, and sometimes it might not be. But instead of snapping, be like, why am I upset by whatever happened? Two of Cups. So this could be specifically in the area of relationships, because that's what the Two of Cups is about. Love relationships in particular, but it definitely doesn't exclude, close relationships with significant others. The Two of Cups is about being connected to another person, um, or other people. So let's see what they. Ooh, wow. Yeah, death. That's fucking Pluto right there. Pluto is death and rebirth. So we've got the Two of Cups, connections, and the Death card. It doesn't mean that relationships have to end, right? But death, at, there is implied rebirth, especially look, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So the death is actually a new beginning. But it's a clean slate. So it's kind of like be raw and honest with yourself, that this could be ego death. I'm going to do one more for kind of a spiritual advice. Yes, the Page of Wands. The pages are a childlike energy, and the wands are spirit. Okay, so and the wands actually represent heart as well. The cups are our emotions, but the wands are passion. So it's like be childlike, look at how you might be reacting in anger. The wands can be fire, anger. Um, Look at how you may be responding through your inner child. And this isn't just going to be for today, it's going to be for the next couple days. So there's that. Anyway, who knows how things are going to go around here, but it is going to be what it is going to be. Thank you for listening and have a great day on earth. Peace. Namaste.